You know, it is, I know you probably have lots of questions, but we have about 5-10 minutes to wrap up. And so you may be able to ask some questions after the meeting that you have on financial assistance or to any of our other participants. But it's interesting, PHEN is very much involved in advocating for new treatments. We advocate for enrollment in clinical trials. We work with our industry partners to try to make sure that new treatments are approved by the FDA on a timely manner. But it gets down, you know, when all of that is done, then men have to have access to these treatments. And whether they can pay is always an issue. Most of the new prostate cancer treatments are very expensive treatments. And so we are always looking for ways to educate men about their financial resources. And so it's good to have the Patient Advocate Foundation with us today. I might also point out that they participated in our very first summit in 2005, so it's good to have you back with us today. Now, we've had, I think, a very good session today. It was very different than our session yesterday, but that was intentional. We wanted to talk about a lot of the new issues in addressing the needs of men with prostate cancer, or of the knowledge that men need to have about prostate health. And we did that yesterday. We talked about our PSA testing conundrum. That is a pressing issue. It has been a pressing issue since, well, it's always been a pressing issue, but you know, I happened to be playing golf in October 2012 when we got the word that the U.S. Preventive Services Task Force had come out with their recommendation against screening. And that's been a high urgent issue ever since. And we've tried to address that. We've tried to make sure that Black America knows about PSA testing, that they do understand that early detection is important, and our guidance is that men beginning at age 40 should begin PSA testing. They should separate PSA testing from whether they have a treatment. And so there's a lot to do on that issue. So we addressed that yesterday. We also talked about an exciting area that I think is critically important, and that is if you're diagnosed with prostate cancer, what should you do? Should you immediately have treatment? And I thought Dr. Deans did a great job in outlining the issues facing men and the opportunity of these new genomic tests to provide additional information to help you men determine whether you should go into immediate aggressive treatment or whether you should actually go into active surveillance. I know genomic health there's been an issue surrounding that as it relates to Black men. There's new data that's being released, and we will continue to keep everyone informed about that. But there are options to help you make an informed decision. We heard from Dr. Burnett talk about some of the new developments and innovation as it relates to erectile dysfunction, because this is an issue sometimes that keep men from being tested. We've gotten feedback from some men that I don't want to know because if I am diagnosed with prostate cancer, then I don't want to become impotent. Now, you know, we need to separate all of those confusions. Number one, you do need to know your prostate health. And number two, you may need to be treated or you may not. We can detail by some of these new tests. But if you are treated, there are some solutions that will help you with your sexual health following treatment. And we talked about clinical trials yesterday. As we get into a lot of these new treatments, these new treatments are developing, we're moving more and more towards personalized treatment. We're fast approaching a time where people will look at a genetic profile of a man and say, this treatment worked, that treatment worked, so do this one and don't do the other. You know, I serve on the board of one of the leading cancer centers in the country, the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. I'm also a member of the National Comprehensive Cancer Network panel and we're also continue developing guidance on treatment. So the NCCN Treatment Guideline Panel, and there is a strong movement, and it's moving fast. We don't want to be left out. You know, right now we are most impacted by prostate cancer, but if we move to a state of personalized medicine and they don't have any information about black men to help determine which treatment works for us, we're behind the ball again. We're further behind. So the importance of participating in clinical trials, I can't stress enough. We dealt with all of those issues yesterday, and I hope everyone got the message. All of our presentations will be on our website. They will be included in PHEN television, and I know that these presentations will be up within the month. So you can tune back in to continue your education. Today, we talked about what our plans are as an organization. We're trying to mobilize, let me take that word back. We are mobilizing Black America in the fight against prostate cancer. We're making progress on that front. And with the help of Congressman Meeks here and the Congressional Black Caucus and other leaders, we're making good progress. And I hope, we wanted to make sure that you got that message. There's still much to be done, but we are moving forward and we're making good progress. We didn't just want to broadcast the progress, we wanted to do it in the sense to invite others to join with us so that we can make progress faster. And that includes our church partners. We talked about our church partnerships and what we're doing together, all the progress that we're making together. And we want to expand those partnerships. We're delighted to be able to partner with 100 Black Men of America. We're delighted to begin an initiative with the 100 Black Women, and we're delighted to have Dr. Glenda Newell, who's the president of National Link, so that we can begin all of these developments that's going to move us into the next era of prostate cancer as it relates to blacks, where we don't have this disparity. So we've tried to address all of these issues, and we've just talked about our financial needs and how do we address some of those. So I hope that over these 2 days that we have provided some information and guidance to those of you who have attended with us, for those of you who have joined us online, and that we are making an impact with you. But most of all, we want to leave the message is that we are moving forward, we are winning, and we need you to be part of our team. We ask you to be part of our team. And with those words, I am very pleased to close the session, but I've been somebody just pointed something out to me that I have to ask you to fill out the evaluation form. You know, I can think we're making progress, but we need your feedback. So there's everyone has an evaluation form in your packet. Those of you who are online, there's an evaluation form online that we want your feedback as well. So please give us your feedback, and I am pleased to say thank you to everyone who joined us for our 10th annual African American Prostate Cancer Disparity Study. Thank you.